Hello everybody, and yes, I needed to move out my review space just so I could review this guy. And you can also say hello to Lava Beast over there with his blades sticking out. Hey buddy. Welcome to another Bionicle, or Lego Bionicle set review. Today I'm reviewing a set number 713, let me repeat. Okay, today I'm reviewing set number 71316, Umarak the Destroyer. This box in general is the same size as the Kopaka and Mellum Unity set box, so that's the real scale. And this gives you the chance to see a lot of the beautiful artwork that we got, especially Hakima the Mask Maker in the background. I don't know, praying to our Lord and Savior Umarak. That's the only one I can see. 191 pieces. That's how you know it's going to be good. Turn that around. You got a nice display. You got the combi model, which I'm not building. However, unless I get more versions of the set, which I will build. And I actually will keep that together and use the rest of the parts from Mox. And a lot of his official nickname is now Umarak. There's all the functions and the actual size of the mask. I don't know why they didn't put that down there somewhere. Also the comic, which is not the same as Akibu's. It shows Umarak actually Umarak the Hunter putting on the Mask of Control, and then he becomes crazy, and then it shows the Akimu comic. So that's pretty cool. I actually like that. It really is interesting. I do like this box in general. I think it's very interesting. But let's move on to the actual set itself now. Sorry guys, I just felt like this guy deserved a better, I guess, intro, a better show off. This is the guy. This is Umarak the Destroyer, and he is massive. He's not as big as I thought he would. A lot of people speculated that he would be the size of General Grievous. However, that is incorrect. I don't have Grievous actually built with me because I dismantled him. RIP. But that is truly a sight to fear. That's not even a joke. This thing is mad. Just look at this guy. Look at him shake. Oh god. So there's a lot to cover with this guy. I guess I'll give you a full 360 and just talk about him. So the color scheme is actually really good. He ties all the other beast sets together with his trans colors, and I think he does a really good job at it. I think he does a good job at using these pieces. By the way, he comes with so many Borak eye pieces, it's not even funny. He comes with nearly 3 on each leg. No, actually, yeah. He comes with 3 on each lower leg piece, and then there are 2 placed on his hands for the function. And that just gives you a basic idea of how big and how threatening this guy actually is. He just is so interesting, especially for Bionicle. He is the biggest and most intimidating Bionicle set we've gotten, probably, for a lot of people. I'll just give you another 360. And his functions are pretty interesting, but I guess I'll start off with just in general. I'll start out actually by doing something interesting. I will list the comparisons with him and Umarak. So first of all, he does have the 2-toe, which is a given. That's probably... Umarak the Hunter didn't even have to have that. They probably still would have added that. The next thing is the use of the Borak eyes, which... Umarak still uses. He uses them throughout his build. He uses them at least. It's only twice on the leg, so they did upgrade that number a bit, but I think it looks fine. Again, another thing that you could say is the use of the skull villain ribcage piece. I guess that's kind of a similarity. Maybe not. They probably would have used that piece even if he didn't have it. Then there's obviously the little dangly chain, which I think, especially on the Destroyer, looks great. He looks like a monster that just broke out from a prison, and he's got, like, chains covered all over him. That's so cool. He obviously has the Shadow Trap limb pieces, and the use of the barb pieces. That probably is a reference to Umarak, because the other beast sets do not have those. So that makes me believe that that is only a reference to Umarak. Now let's take a look at this Mask of Control, because in general, this is the Mask of Control. This whole piece is the Mask of Control. His whole head is the Mask of Control. You can just see the horns, and these are supposed to be gold, but they're not. It's definitely going to be recolored in Journey to 1. But I wish they were in gold. I understand. I know why they didn't do it. I just wish that they had done that because it would have looked so much better. And the gold, the black doesn't really break it up too much for me. You can kind of make him laugh. Ha 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 ha. No, that's stupid. The Mask of Control actually is tiny, and I will show you this thing because also he does use he uses the trans orange eye stalk piece with the trans neon green head. The Mask of Control is really interesting. It's like ripped up. It's got shreds, and instead of the bottom half, bottom part, it's got like teeth. And the trans melding on the side is so good. It's so good. I love it. And I guess I'll start off with the functions now. First of all, the head itself, you can just pop it off with the eye stalk. However, there are now two ways to do it. You can do the hook pop off, or the hook mask jaw pop off thing that everyone's been doing, or you could just grab it by the horns, which is probably going to be the more obvious answer. But these horns, just holy mackerel, look at those things. I just love the way they're designed. By the way, he does have a Technic build-up neck, which is kind of gappy, but I don't mind it too much. Really just playing with this guy, you can feel him like almost breaking and how actually like wiggly and wonky he is, which is good. It's really good. The next function, I guess, the small function, would be the claw function. So you grab the Umarak eye, and you got this. So it's nice. It's just a small little function, but I think it works. It's a crab claw. You get the little pinch. You could probably pick up a protector. I haven't tried it though. So those look really cool, and just the way they're designed. The arms are a little short, but again, since the hands are so big, it does not really bother me whatsoever. In fact, it shouldn't. And then the next and really final function is, and he actually does have a gearbox, but it doesn't do anything. It's just a gearbox piece, and that goes to show what you can use the gearbox for. He also does have the waist feature. The waist feature is cool. The waist feature, oh, I can't even do it right now because they keep lifting his leg. There we go. He does the waist feature, and it's so big and so wonky, but I love it. It just adds more character to him. Wow. I guess, I mean, I could talk about this guy for hours, and there's no, oh, actually, yes, there is a comparison we can do with him. I was like, rip, there's no comparison. I guess, actually, so, here is the Hunter and Destroyer displayed together, and you can see, what the heck has the Mask of Control done to this guy? It has ripped him apart, changing him completely out of shape and size. I love the fact that they didn't change some things. Some things never changed, and I love that. It makes it look so much more interesting. It's so cool, and it's interesting. I love Umarak, the Hunter's leg build, and as much as I love the Hunter, he's such a solid set, I might like Destroyer better. Only because he has this, like, essence to him. You can actually see how big those Shadow Trap pieces are on Umarak's shoulders, but on Umarak, the Destroyer's shoulders, they're like, wow, they're really, they're just a small part of him, really. You can see the comparison with the chain. Everything is here, and that's what I love. It's all here, and it's upgraded, it's beefed up, and I cannot wait to see what this guy does, or how this guy is affected in Journey to 1. It would have been cool if we also got side antlers here for Destroyer. I think that would have been an interesting touch. Although I guess they were trying to remove all antler looks for this guy, or ant looks, whatever you're trying to make. So let's go on to the final overall opinion on this set now. What else can I say? I freaking love this set. Everything from his build to his design to just everything. There's barely anything I hate about him. Although if I were to nitpick, I could nitpick and say that the black pieces here I dislike, and the neck build in general, since it's one big Technic beam, or not one big, it's a Technic construction that is it's static, you can't move it. The hands also cannot move free. They can only move up and down on ball joints. And the back in general is kind of plain because there's no trans colors. At least I had some Umarak eyes back there. But that's it. I still love this guy. This guy is freaking amazing. Of course. This is just the inner nerd in me. Just, like, spalling around, just like being like, oh my god, I love this set. And it's true, and I really do. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, Bionicle G2 set ever released so far, at least. That's just my personal opinion. He's gigantic, he's perfect. And actually, I played the Bionicle A Mask of Creation game, and he is really interesting. I love how he plays, and it's just like how you would expect he would. I love it. There's not much else to say. I love this guy. He's a definite. If you cannot get if you can only get one 2016 set this wave, then I definitely recommend him. If you can only get a beast, then I don't know. I'll talk about that in my, I guess, in my overall overview for winter, or not winter, summer. But thank you guys for watching. I'm Mental Mox, and this is the last review that you're going to see from me until Friday, when I'll be overviewing all the summer sets. And then I also will be releasing the 2016 set overview in general. But that won't be out until Journey to 1 comes out, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.